let's start. Guys, good to see your names again on the screen. Raul Ismailov. Are you any student, Raul?
Hello, my name is Raul Smelov. Yes, I'm a student in seventh grade. After
So is it your real picture in the screen or
Now, I am the fan of Deadpool, and I want to screen my Deadpool's profile.
okay. Raul, can you turn on your camera for a minute?
Okay.
Good to see you, Raul. Where do you study, Raul? Which school?
My school is Baku Europe Lyceum in seventh
Hmm.
grade.
Okay, all right, Raul, good. Raul, just one thing, actually, welcome to our team, to our class, whatever you call this, okay? We just communicate each other through WhatsApp. In WhatsApp, we have one group that is Sasmo grade 7, okay? So you need to join
Yes.
that group. If you just tell Miss Isu here, I think maybe she can add you to that group, or if you just I don't know, say hi to me, I will add you to the group. Okay, you just say, I am Raul Ismailov. I am grade 7. Okay, I will add you to the group and I'll just give you my telephone number a bit later.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Raul, Selin, Ilknur, Adilhan, and others, Nigar. As you know, we were talking about ratio, rate, and speed problems, and we practiced a lot of questions. And also today, I just actually dropped a few files. I mean, the problems related to those topics. I really, how to say, encourage you to solve practice those problems. It's not only for exam anything, to understand, to improve your problem solving skill. Okay, now I just want to give a break to this, maybe one class, okay, maybe next class or after that we will continue. Now as a kind of break, we want to solve 1 year mathematical only SAS more questions together. At least you have some idea, and after maybe 1 week again we solve one more paper. In this way, now from now on, you should get used to solve SASMO type questions. Okay, so now how are we going to solve this question? First, I'm going to give you some time. You need to read the question and understand and try this. And you need to keep a piece of paper on your table, okay? And you are not allowed to use a calculator for any of these questions, all right? And all right, that's it. So today we will start with 2014. After we finish this paper, we will continue our class. I will finish that ratio, rate, and speed problems. And after that, we have one more chapter that is about arithmetical operations or just simple arithmetics, okay, percentage problem. And again, after we finish that chapter, again, we get back to our SASMO questions. And after that, at least we have to solve all the questions, P6, S1 and S2 questions. Guys, you need to practice P6, S1 and S2 questions until April. So far now, I have papers from 2013 to 2018, or let's say 17. I'm not sure, okay? That means that we have around 15 papers for you. That is P6, S1, and S2. All right. So let's just, usually the rules are the same. Now you need to have a look and at least you have some idea. Please do not open the contest booklet until the proctor has given permission to start. Time is 1 hour 40 minutes. As you see here, we have 25 questions, and 1 hour 40 minutes means 100 minutes. Maximum for one question, you need to spend on average 4 minutes. And questions 1 to 25 score 1 point each. No points are deducted for incorrect answers. Write the answers neatly in the answer sheet in the booklet, proctoring, and blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, let's start then. This one is secondary one, that is your level. All right, so let's start with the first question together and you will try the next question. All right, find the next term of the following sequence. Now it's an example from number sequence. If you remember, we studied about number sequence in chapter 6, right? So what do you see here? To answer, I mean, to solve number sequence questions, the idea is we need to find a pattern, right? How the numbers are changing or how they are related to each other. As you see here, our number sequence starts with 2, and here we have 1. Maybe the difference is 1, but if you look the next number, it is just the sum of 2 and 1. So that is, if I add 2 and 1, I get 3. And how about 4? 1 plus 3, that is 4. How about 7? 3 plus 4, it is 7. Then what is the rule here? We should start with 2, and the next number, the second term is 1. And to get the next term, right, or successive terms, we need to add 2 preceding terms, right? So it is 4 plus 7, it should be 11. So the answer is 11. Okay. So next question is for you. You have 2 minutes to answer the question. All right. Read it, understand, and do it. And after that, tell me the answer. Time starts now. Guys, if you solve the question correctly, if I said correct, just give 3 points to yourself, okay? At the end of the class, you will tell me how many points you have. It's not a test. I just wonder how many points you can collect. For each correct answer, you will get 3 points.
Can we write it in chat to you?
Yes, Nigar, write it to me directly, not to everybody.
I found two answers, but I think I didn't understand the word product. Find the product, but I did have the answer.
Ilknur, you didn't understand the question? What do you mean?
I didn't understand find the product,
Okay, what does
but I
product means?
found
Multiplication, right?
yes, but I
Multiplication of
found
highest common
answers.
factor.
Yes,
Okay. So it says that what is the product of the highest common factor of 8, 12 times least common multiple of 8 and 12? What is it? Guys, just now you should actually, it's a formula. I can prove this, but now it takes time. In general, highest common factor and lowest common multiple, their product is always equal to the, what is it? The product of those numbers. That's just equal to 8 times 12. So that's equal to 96. If you forget this
96. I
formula,
also found the
how do you
same
find
answer.
this? Very good. If you forget this formula, how do you find this? The highest common factor of 8 and 12, we know that that's equal to 4. And least common multiple of 8 and 12, that's equal to
24.
24. So their product is 96. But actually, in general, always the product of highest common factor and least common multiple of two numbers, that's equal to the product of those numbers. Product means multiplication. Okay?
Yes.
All right, ignore 96, selling product. All right, just you need to find the product, not the highest common factor of these numbers. Okay, good.
I careful with the question. That's why I just
Good. The product, actually, we use this word a lot, selling. A product means multiplication, right? Okay, now you understand this. All right, next question. All right, 2 minutes. So read the question and try to solve this equation. If you have answer, write it in the chat box. Time is up. Selin, Nigar, İlknur, Adilhan. Okay. Selin, how to represent root in the
Well,
chat?
the time's finished.
So your answer involves root, Selin.
Yes.
Okay. Can you write your answer? Roots are, if you want to write something like this, Selin, for example, square root of 2, you can just write it like this, SQRT2.
Can I just write S?
No, you can just tell me the answer. What is your answer? What is X?
I wrote that X equals to root Y minus Y minus
What
8.
is X? Selin, what is your X?
I got an equation, so X actually equals to root minus Y minus 8, also minus 7.
Okay, very
I
good.
didn't know.
No. Guys, that is very tricky question, and I thought it would be very easy for you, but maybe you have never seen this kind of question, that's why. Selin, what do you see here? Selin, before we continue, let me ask you one question. Selin, if I ask you a squared is equal to 0, what is a?
Minus 1.
What?
I don't know, 0, maybe 0.
What number square is 0?
0 multiplied by 0 will be 0.
Is equal to 0. 0 squared is equal to 0.
Yes.
Another question, Ilknur, this question is for you. Are you listening to me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Ilknur, now similar question. If I ask you, Ilknur, a squared plus b squared is equal to 0. What is a?
A is 0.
B?
It's also 0.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Because 0 plus 0 is
0.
0.
Very good. And another reason is why it should be equal to 0, because this a squared, if you square something, it is always greater than or equal to 0. It cannot be equal to
Yes.
negative number. So now this a squared is greater than or equal to 0. B squared greater than or equal to 0. when their sum, when the sum of two non-negative numbers is equal to 0. The only case is when each one is equal to 0. Otherwise, they cannot be equal to 0. That's why A must be equal to 0, B must be equal to 0. Okay, now if we get back to our question here, so x plus 7 squared is always greater than or equal to 0. And under the square root, right, also it is non-negative. It cannot be equal to 0. That means that when the sum of two non-negative numbers is equal to 0, if and only if this x plus 7 squared, it must be equal to 0, and the square root of y minus 8 must be equal to 0. From here, what is the solution? X must be equal to negative 7. And how about here? Y should be equal to 8 because 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. So what is the solution of this equation? X equals negative 7 and Y is equal to 8. Okay, Selin?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Guys, I will continue. If I ask you another question, guys, and a question for you, I just give you 1 minute. Now, can you solve this question? 2x minus 1, okay, plus, let's say, 2y plus 1 squared. Okay, that's equal to 0. What is
I,
x plus y? You
I
have
have a
1
question.
minute.
I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question.
Yes.
What does first brackets mean? The straight ones.
This one is absolute value. This absolute value of x, or let's say this a, it can be x, anything doesn't matter. A is equal to a if a is greater or equal to 0. Is equal to minus a if a is negative. Right, for example,
Okay.
absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3. Absolute value of 2 is equal to 2. Because this absolute value means it is the distance between the origin and the point A on the number line. For example, if you draw the number line, here, for example, we have 0, and here minus 3, and here is 3, right? What is the distance between negative 3 and 0? It is equal to 3, right? And what is the distance between 0 and 3? Also, it is 3. So this absolute value actually determines a distance or
I'm
specifies.
still solving.
Huh?
I'm still solving.
You are still
But the
solving?
time's up. Yes.
And why you are solving so slowly, this absolute value also is always non-negative. So when is equal to 0? When x equals 1 over 2. Second one, when is equal to 0? When y is equal to minus 1 over 2. So their sum
Is
is
it
0.
0? I also found 0.
Very good. Okay, good. Guys, now let's move to another question. And these are real Sasmo questions actually asked in 2014. Let's continue. Next question. Selin, can you erase your drawing from the screen?
Yes, I can.
This is a very easy question. İlknur, Selin, and both of your
Is my
answers are different.
is my answer correct?
Yes. Selin, now your second answer is correct. 8 seconds left. How about the others, Nigar? Already watching a movie?
No,
Okay.
I'm almost done.
Very easy question, Nigar. How can we cannot solve this question? We know that, guys, we have leap year. Usually, if our year is divisible by 4, it is a leap year, right? Like 2012, 2016, 2020, 2024. These years are divisible by 4. That's why we call them leap year, because in that year, in February, we have 29 days. That means that in that year, we have 366 days. But in this question, we know that 2014 is not a leap year. That means that we have 365 days. And 365, I can write it as 7 times 52, because in every year we have 52 weeks, right? And the plus, it is 1, because 7 times 52, that is 364, it's just plus 1. That means that if 2013, right, the last day of 2013 was Tuesday, and in what day of the week will 2014 end? So it will be 1 plus it, right? It is not Tuesday. One day after Tuesday is Wednesday. So the answer is Wednesday. Okay, good. Let's move to the next question. That is a little bit challenging question, and let's see. Read the question, guys, and try to understand and do this. You have 2 minutes and 15 seconds. İlknur, are you sure?
Yes.
Let's see what others answer, how others answer this question. But if not, I think I don't agree with you. Can you think a little bit differently, Ignore? Can you get more pieces? Or can you get more parts?
I'm thinking now.
8 seconds left. Adilhan, do you have any answer?
I got 6.
You got 6.
Is the
Nigar, how about you?
ans um
I got 16.
Okay, Selin got higher number. Let's ask Selin. Selin, how did you get 8?
I just wrote a circle and then drew 3 lines. Ah no, I did 4, I think. I'm too tired for this.
Is the answer 4?
The answer is 8, İlknur, I think.
8?
8, yes. 8. I said 8. Haha.
Okay, İlknur, you may be wondering, okay, how is it so? Because you should not answer this kind of question directly. And we are talking about circular disc, right? And suppose that I just cut from here. Now we have 2 pieces, right? Okay, now I cut also from here. Okay, how many pieces do we have here, İlknur, now?
4.
Huh?
4.
İlknur, I have a question for you. Now you are allowed
Yes.
to make one more cut, but you are trying to make maximum number of parts from this. How would you cut it?
Yes. Horizontal.
No, can I just, actually now they are already cut. I put these pieces into here, and also this pieces over here, and also this pieces over here. Then just stack of 4 quarter discs now, right?
Yes.
Now if I cut one more from here, okay, one more from here, how many pieces will we have? 8.
8. Yes.
So I think with 3 cuts maximum we can make 8 cuts. Okay.
Yes.
Good. There will be more challenging questions soon. You will see that that's harder
But
than
how
this.
did you get 8?
No, you are just stacking these 4 small pieces. Now we have 4 pieces, right? After making 2 cuts, right? If you just stack them over each other and after the cut, this like pizza, for example, let's say you have pizza, right? And you're allowed to make only 3 cuts. I just cut from here and now from here, okay? Now, if I just put them like this, okay, like this, but here I have 4 pizzas together. If I just cut from here, right, here we have 4 pizzas and they become 8 because they are, right, stacked together.
Yes, I never thought about the stacks.
Yeah, the Sasmo usually they ask these kind of questions. And every Sasmo question, every year, they ask this type of question.
Yes.
Okay, now we will see a more difficult, like similar question later. Okay, next, guys. This is also a very simple question, but word problem. Okay, you have 4 minutes to solve this question. Selin, come on, we have only 25 minutes left. Try to solve this question. Adilhan, are you there?
Yes.
Good. Adilhan, try this question. This also question related to business. Actually, we are going to study this topic in our next
I need
chapter.
to read.
Adilhan, what
I
did you
need
say?
I need to read this question.
No, you should solve it on a
Ah.
piece of paper.
Okay.
Whose answer? Celine. So he cannot read it. He must solve it.
Teacher, what does mean break? Oh, there's written a loss or break.
He didn't. If he didn't break even means he didn't make any profit or any loss. He didn't. Like you are doing business. You bought, let's say, selling a car. You buy a car for $10,000 and you sold the car for $10,000. You don't have any profit. You don't have any loss, right? We just say that he
Yes.
breaks
Any
even.
profit and any loss.
Yes, you are right.
Um, do I have to say the prices for two paintings?
Did you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, can you write your answer to the chat box? Because still we have 1 minute. After that, we will wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, Ilknur, can you just write the answer? What is the question? If he did not break even, state the amount of profit or loss.
But there isn't any profit or loss.
What? But you say that he didn't break even, right? Do you mean that he didn't break even?
Yes,
So that means that he made profit or loss, right? So what did he make? Profit or loss?
none. I think.
Then he broke
Maybe.
even. Ilknur, do you understand what I mean?
I think yes. I'm going to solve it again.
Miss Celine, how about you?
I got the answer and wrote it in the chat. I wrote 600. He got overall, but he didn't lose and he didn't, like, overall he had the same amount which he could get
Yes.
without profit and without the loss.
Okay, guys, you couldn't solve this question then. Let me just start with this. Mr. Adil Khan doing small business, okay? He buys, for example, what is it? Bicycles from country A, brings to Baku or Azerbaijan and sells here. Okay, he bought it for $100 and sells for $120. Now he has profit, right? What is the profit? Selling price minus cost price. Selling price, actually, he sold it for $120 and he bought it for $100. That's a cost price. So the difference, if selling price is bigger than cost price, then he makes a profit. Otherwise, and he actually makes a loss. That is very simple equation in profit loss relation. Now, if you get back to this question, first part, a man bought two paintings and then sold them for $300 each, right? He made a profit of $20, 20% for the first painting, but a loss of 20% for the second painting, right? So guys, look, here, the selling price of the first painting, suppose that it is X dollars. Okay. That's not the selling price, it's a cost price. Cost price. Okay. And what is the selling price? The selling price is how much did he sell? It says that then he sold them for $300 each. So it is $300. Okay. He made a profit of 20% for the first painting. And he bought it for X dollars and sold it for $300. That means that his profit is 20%. So what is a profit? Profit is selling price minus cost price, right? So that is equal to selling price is $300 minus cost price is X dollars. So what is his profit? 20%, right, of the cost price. That is 20% means 0.2 of the cost price. Now from here, if you solve this, 1.2x equals 300. What is x? X equals 300 over 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, it is how much? By 650, 0.2, 250, is it? Yes, it is $250. So that means that he bought the first painting for $250 and sold this for $300. So he made $50 profit from the first one. Now the second one, okay? The second one, we don't know, right? The cost price. Let's say the cost price of the second painting is Y dollars. And selling price, again, he sold also the second article for $300. But it says that, but he made a loss of 20% for the second painting. So now what is his loss? Loss is equal to cost price, that is Y minus selling price. It is 300 because you're losing money, right? You spend more than $300 and you sold it for $300 and you lost some money. So what is it? It is just how much? 20%. Again, 0.20 of the cost price. That is Y. Now from here, what is 300? 300 is equal to 0.8Y. Now if you solve this, what is Y? 300 over 0.8, that's equal to, what is it? 300 is divided by 0.8, that's equal to 375. We can just simplify and calculate this. That is $375. Okay. So that means that here in the first one, you made a profit of $50. In the second one, you lost $375, right? So what is the question here? If he did not, did he make a profit or loss or break even? So our answer is he made a loss of how much? Actually, as you see here together, how much did he spend? 250 plus 375, right? It is 625. Actually, he spent $625, but sold them for $600. So he lost $25. Okay. So if he didn't break even, say the amount of profit or loss. So he made a loss of $25. He lost $25. Now, if another question, if they ask and express his loss as a percentage, what is it? It is $25 and spend how much? 600 and multiply by 100%, right? So that's equal to 0, 0, 0, 0. That is, what is it? 4 and 1 over 6%. So that is his loss as a percentage. Okay, Selin, Ilknur, did you understand?
Yes.
I did.
Very good. If you understood, let's move to the next question then. And we saw more questions like this in chapter 11. Okay, solve this question. You have 2 minutes.
I'll try to solve this, but I can't. I don't think I can.
Okay, let's do this together. Look, in this kind of questions, the idea is very simple. This dot, dot, dot means, right, it just goes to infinity. Now, what does infinity mean? Infinity means if you just add something, if you just subtract something, it doesn't change anything. So the whole thing is 2. If I just label, right, excluding the first x, what will be actually the square root of x plus square root of x goes to infinity. Again, this will be equal to 2, right? It's the same thing because it goes to infinity. It's not restricted or stops somewhere. So now if I rewrite our equation, it's something like this. Here we have x plus 2 is equal to 2, right? And square root of what number is equal to 2? It is 4. So x plus 2 equals 4. That means that x should be equal to 2. Okay?
Yes.
I was thinking about 4, but not about the 2.
What? Say again?
I was thinking about the number 4, but the answer is
No, the answer is 2. Okay, now how about if they ask like this question, for example, square root of 2 plus square root of 2 plus dot, dot, dot, square root of 2, for example, right? What is it? And how do you solve this? Again, a similar way. Suppose that is equal to x, right? And also inside this much also should be x then. Now here we have 2 plus x is equal to x. Now if you square both sides here, or I can just try some number, square root of something equals x. What is it? If you try x equals 2, for example, right? Here 4, square root of 4 is equal to 2. So that's the answer. And I'm just using here guess and trial method. Chat to 4. Celine, why 4? It is 2. Okay,
Yes.
good. Well, let's continue. Given that A times B times C equals 2014, and A, B, and C are positive whole numbers, such that A is less than B is less than C. How many possible triples A, B, C are there? It's a nice question. First, give a try, guys, because without giving a try, if I explain, you may forget. First, think, try. Let me give you 3 minutes and 30 seconds. After that, we will analyze together. Celine, can you do the question?
I'm sorry.
10 seconds. Yes, Celine, Nigar, İlknur, Adilhan, Raul, Ismailov. Any question? Any answer?
No, no answer yet.
But Rahul, did you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay. Celine, how about you?
I couldn't find the answer.
İlknur, how about you?
Me too.
Oh, no answer.
Okay, guys, these kind of
Can you
questions,
please
all right, it
explain?
says that A, B, and C are, say again? Okay. So it says positive whole numbers such that A is less than B is less than C, right? So that means that first we need to find the prime factorization of this number. And this 2014, we know it's just even number. I can write it as 2 times 1007. How about 1007? It's not divisible by 2. It's not divisible by 3. But if we just take this, actually 1007 is equal to, what is it? It's divisible by 19. 19 times 53. Okay. Now, if you don't know immediately, you can just start dividing by some prime numbers, not divisible by 2, not divisible by 3, and 5, and 7. After that, 11, 13. Oh, it's divisible by 9. So I can just write it like this. So now that means that actually I can just write it as a product of these numbers, right? So now in this order, A is less than, B is less than C, right? In how many different ways I can write this product? The question means this, right? So number one, my first one is I can write in this form. Two, let me just write first at the top. Here we have A less than B less than C, right? My first choice is this one. I can just write it as 2 times 19 times 53. That's equal to 2014. 2 is less than 19, less than 53. And just we should think about the combination. And number 2 is, also I can write it as, what is it? If I just write here 1 times 2 times 19 is 38 times 53, right? It just say the positive whole numbers. They are not saying prime numbers. So if you have another option here. And third one is, for example, I can just write it as 1 times 19 times 2 times 53. It is 106. Okay. What do you think, Ilton? Can I just write more?
No.
That's it, right? Because 19 is a prime number, 2 is prime number, 53 is prime number, because we're just making use of this one, because 2 is 1 times 2. I can just multiply this 19 by 2 and 53 by 2. And because A should be less than B, less than C. So our answer then, how many possible triples? Only 3. Okay. I have one more question, the last question. After that, we will finish the question. Okay, you have 3 minutes to answer this question, and after you will discuss and finish the question. İlknur,
Yes. Wrong answer.
let me think. Yes, İlknur, it is too much. Why 728? Why? İlknur, that answer is not correct. Celine, any answer?
I'm sorry.
Just solving. Raul, how about you?
I think how to do it.
Adilhan?
I didn't finish.
You didn't understand?
Yes.
Adilhan, I have a question for you. In the room, it's you and me. Okay, now we are going to shake our hands. How many handshakes we will make?
Once.
Only one, right? Now suppose that another guy came, Raul. Okay, now we are three people. If we are three people, how many handshakes we make?
3.
Three, right? I shake your hand, I shake Raul's hand, and also Raul shakes your hand. Altogether, how many? Three. And how about if you have four people, right? It's like, for example, if you have four people, let me just write here. Let me see. Somebody's answering here. Is Selin 54? No. Okay, like suppose that now I have five people. Here, this is A, okay, this one is B, and this one is C, and this one is D, this one is E. Okay, what is the answer? Oh, but have two hands, not two hands. Like, let's say, guys, Selin, let's just talk about this one. After that, we will answer this question, okay? Now, if we have five people, right, this A shakes hand with B, right?
Teacher,
And
I found answer.
and also C, and also D, and also with E. How many handshakes? B. I mean, four. Similar way, B shakes hand with C, and with B, with C and D and E, how many? Three. How about C with D and E? It is two. How about D only E? It is one. So that's equal to 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That's equal to 4 times 5 over 2. That's equal to 10. Because I'm just going to use this formula. If we have the sum of n natural numbers, what is the formula? If you remember, n times n plus 1 over 2. But now, in the same way, we are talking about 27 people, right? How many handshakes do we have here then? It is 1 plus 2 plus dot dot plus 26. That's equal to 26 times 27 over 2. That's equal to 13 times 27. 10 times 27, 207. 3 times 27, that's equal to 81. How many? 351 handshakes. Okay, what is the answer? If you shake hands with two hands, and usually we don't shake hands with, even if you shake hands with two hands, it is counted as one, Selin. Okay. All right, guys, thank you very much. We will continue next week, and maybe I can just drop this. Okay, you need to also give a try if you need. Okay, if you need, let me know. And if you're too busy, no need to share with you. And we will continue after we finish. We will get back to our class and continue our ratio, rate, and the speed problems. Okay. Celine, what do you mean by why?
Nothing. I was just joking.
How do you shake hands with two hands? You mean if I'm shaking hand, let's say with Adilhan, right hand with right hand, left hand with left hand, or holding two hands together?
No, I mean once with your left hand and once with your right hand. No one knows that in this solution they don't say that.
But where actually people shake hands like that? Where? Which part of the world?
Maybe one person wants to do like this. Who knows?
At that time, it will be very complicated and we cannot answer this question. And now I ask a question then, how many people shake like that? How many people shake with only one hand? Or if you just think about the combination, it is a lot. And they don't ask this kind of question. Anyway, thank you very much. I had to finish this meeting. Okay, other group is waiting for me. And keep practicing the
Bye.
questions. I have already dropped the homework. Okay, I will see you next Monday. Enjoy your weekend. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.